talkers.
I was happy to see that your head didn't go with your helmet on that one play. Did you take quite a jolt there on the play?
You and me both. Yeah, you know what? It wasn't actually too bad. It kind of, I mean, obviously it was high, and it probably looked a little bit worse than what it was. You know, he hit me pretty good, but it kind of, you know, I moved and it kind of slipped up. So, you know, it was, yeah, kind of, I don't know what to say right now, but. Yeah, you know, I didn't want to get hit like that. They're trying to get rid of these hits in the game, so I think the refs did a good job with their call.
A typical Bandit rock game, back and forth. Plenty of excitement. Who knows what's going to happen, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It was, it had a making of a good game, and I mean, obviously, you know, we couldn't quite get it, you know, to where we wanted. We couldn't quite get that lead tonight, and that's a big thing. We got to stay out of the box, and you know, we're taking too many gambles right now, so. You know, it didn't pay off for us tonight, and we got to definitely clean our act up.
Are they as dangerous on the power play as anybody in this league? It seems like they got 5 guys that really know each other now.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, as you see tonight, like that ball moves around. Not a team you want to put on the power play. You're gonna probably pay more times than not, and I mean, obviously that was one of our big downfalls tonight.
You guys have been getting offense from a lot of sources this year, maybe different than last year. You know, Dara said instead of 2 or 3 guys scoring, it's 7 or 8, and you kind of got called on today for that.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, they want me to do a good job of running the ball up the floor, try to get those easy goals, get those, you know, odd man breaks. So I'm going to do my best to do that. Yeah, the offense has been rolling. We've been putting up numbers that we're happy with. It's just we got to clean up our D. We're making too many mistakes, and it's not the defense we want to play right now.
What has to change? If there's one thing you could say that needs to change on the defensive side.
Well, I mean, first of all, we want to play, you know, clean, hard lacrosse. We want to play in between the whistles. We can't take penalties. I think that's our biggest problem. In both of our losses, we've taken over 20 minutes in penalties. So we got to eliminate that first of all. Clean up our act. We got to dig more loose balls. That's what creates your advantages in the game. So I would say those 2 right now are probably our biggest.
Can you talk about how big it was for you to come back and score after having your first goal waved on?
Yeah, I mean, that was unfortunate. I mean, but yeah, it was obviously a little bit too late, you know. I was hoping they didn't have that great of a look, but it was right down the center so they could see the shot clock at the other end. So it wasn't in my favor, but yeah, that's kind of the way the game goes, you know what I mean? A second here, a second there can make a big difference. So tonight we weren't getting those calls or getting those shots off, you know, that quickly, so it hurt us.
Nick Rose stops 13 in the first 14. You guys are down 7-2, but you guys don't give up.
No, you know what? I think we got a pretty resilient group this year, which is nice to see. I mean, everyone's matched. There's no panic. We know. I mean, as you see tonight, we got down by 5 goals, and you know we can crawl back. There's plenty of game left. We're confident in our team that we can post numbers, and we have been. So you know we never feel we're out of a game, but we got to start getting out of the box a little bit better. We got to start these games off and get the momentum in our favor instead of always giving it to the other teams and claw back.
From a player standpoint, did not having John Tavares on the bench hurt at all?
Well, definitely. I mean, I think obviously when you have the caliber of a player as he is, as well as his experience, history with this team, obviously it's a loss, a big loss for us. When he's not playing, he's obviously one of the quarterbacks out there, as people like to refer to it. You know what I mean? And yeah, you know what I mean. He's 45. He's still crushing huge numbers, and we definitely miss him out there.
You feel like, Mark, they come in here with a half-game lead in the division. You kind of missed an opportunity to send a little message early in the season about the divisional race and how it might stack up.
Big time. We played these guys 3 times. Last 3 years we've been knocked out by them. It's a huge rivalry. These games mean something regardless of the standing. There's a lot of history there, and tonight we just added to it with having that first place on the line and also sending the message. I mean, as I said, anyone in this division we're going to play 3 or 4 times. So if you can get out, get that first win, and obviously us playing at home, we don't want to give any losses at home. So it's disappointing.
With the defense, is it still a case of the new guys and the old guys still not on the same page, or is that not the issue, you think?
Yeah, you know what? I think we're working hard together. We have to do a better job, I think, of the guys buying into the defensive set. I think we're maybe pulling out too early or not being as aggressive as we should be. We want to dictate to the other team what's going on in that end, and we haven't been able to do that for an entire 60 minutes. You've seen it in 5-minute bursts here and there, but in this league right now, with how close every team is, you're not going to win the games unless you put a good 60 minutes together.